another Halloween craft idea. I've had this shadow box, it's a 3D box in my studio for a long time now, and I've never actually pulled it apart and used it. So I thought it might be a good time to actually do that. So what I've done is I've unwrapped it and taken off the plastic and pulled out the backing, and I've actually even started to cut the papers up that I'm going to use. So what I thought I would do is, you can see that apart from the glass that I've put aside on my desk, you've got this backing board here, which is very, very strong. And then I had another little piece in between. So like a bit of, you get in between the frame and the glass when you buy a frame or, you know, something similar like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this piece and just keep it. And I thought it would be a good idea to layer it onto a 12 by 12 sheet, not so much the chipboard at the back. And then I can actually take this out and set it aside and create a Christmas one with the same idea and same concept. So I'm not going to stick anything to the frame itself on the front. Just put that back in there. I'm not really going to decorate it on the front of the frame with anything too Halloweeny. I might, whatever I do use, I'm going to make sure that I can actually pull off and put aside, and then I can reuse that frame to create another project, whether it's Christmas or something else. So what I've done is I've grabbed what collection did I grab? I grabbed this collection. It's the Spooky Halloween from Echo Park. It's their newer collection that's just come out. And I've taken out the sheet of 4x4. They are like the pocket cards, and I've cut some of them up already, as you can see. And I'm going to start placing them onto this sheet underneath. So what I plan to, I guess, really do is just decide where I want the 4x4 cards. I've still got to trim some up. I thought I would have photos in there as well. So I do plan to have photos, and I'm going to mount the photos on the black cardstock. So it's going to look something like that. I might switch things around a little bit, but I prefer, I might swap one of these white cards out for a different colour. That's one as well. So yeah, so it's going to look something like that. And in the middle, I am going to use pattern paper, the spotted paper, that's the reverse side of the 4x4. And I'm going to create a little collage in the center using the stickers and some of the, I might use some of these Doodlebug enamel shapes, but basically just going to use the stickers and use three-dimensional tape to try and build up some sort of collage. So while I'm going to stick all this down with adhesive, and then I'll come back and we'll start the collage. Hi everyone, so I've adhered the 4x4 pocket cards to the back, the sheet that was already in the frame. I found it was a little easier to use a glue stick instead of the double-sided tape, because it was quite difficult to get them to all line up and be exact and straight. So then I've sort of used the double-sided tape to tuck in some of those loose ends. So I've got a mosquito in here. So now that that's done, I haven't done the cluster yet, but what I thought, I was playing around with the frame, and what I thought I might do with the frame is use some of this bandage, mummy bandage that I've used before in another layout. So I thought I do want to be able to take this off at the end, so I'm just going to put a light layer of the glue stick on here and see if this works, if this will stick down onto the top. So it sort of creates a bit of, you know, the decoration for the background. And then I've got some of the stickers from the 12 by 12 sheet, maybe a little bit small, but I'll see how we go. And I thought I would stick them on as well up to the top. So yeah, it just adds something to the top and takes away the blankness of the top of that frame. I'm just trying to see what else I can use. I think it would be really good to do a cut file and make it somewhat bigger, or use some Halloween bigger alphabet stickers or a title, but I'm just going to go with that at the moment. And now I'm going to swap this out and pop this over there, and I'm just going to work on the cluster. So I do need to get my double-sided tape. I've got stuff everywhere in here at the moment, and trying to keep things pretty much close to hand. So I'm just going to start playing around with the stickers. I don't really want to stick them down just yet. I want to think about what I'm going to have on there, because once they are stuck down, they are literally stuck down for good. So I've got another 3x4 pocket card. It's just one from my stash, so it's not from the collection, but it actually does match somewhat. It matches the little teal green that is in the collection. So I'm just going to trim this card a bit. And I thought when I do a cluster, I always like to layer it on a background of some sort. So I'm just going to frame that. So I've made it a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to start layering some bits and pieces onto the card and see how it all goes. So you want some 3D tape on some of these to make them obviously stand up a little bit. And I've just used a little bit of the bandage on that card as well. I want them to sort of overlap onto outside of that 3x4 card. So I do want them to sort of like be at a bit of an angle. And I think yes, I think I might stick that there. This hopefully can be all pulled apart if I'm not happy with it. But I think this is sort of where I'm going through for at the moment, is just sort of some, and I might even add some of my sentiments from the printable that I've used for another Halloween project. I've still got some of those sentiments around. Let's see if I can just grab them. So that's what's left over from another project. I might be able to use some of those. So yeah, I'm just basically, I wouldn't mind a little bit of, I noticed in this collection that there's no purple. Purple is my favourite colour, but I think the photos I'm going to use are going to be purple, like the dress up is purple. So I think even though there's no purple in the images, I still think it will go quite well. So I think that's the sort of look I'm aiming at. And then I want to lift this up and put some three-dimensional tape behind the whole card. I might actually put a bit of other embellishments in there as well. These are the Doodlebug little enamel shapes. I might add one or two of those, as long as they sort of match. Obviously black is a good colour, and I might choose a bat. I'll put the bat up the top, which is a bit hard to see, isn't it? There. So yeah, I'm just going to keep playing around with this until I'm happy. So I finished this 12 by 12 page now with the 9 4x4, or just under, it's actually just under the 4x4 squares. I've collaged the middle before, but I've just printed the photos and trimmed them down so they fit onto that black cardstock. And I've also just added a few little more embellishments on this die cut because it looked a bit empty, and now it's ready to go back into the frame. And the frame I've finished as well, so we're just going to try and fit it back into this frame and put the glass on top. So that's basically that project done and dusted. So I'm glad I've finally used this frame up, because I've certainly had it for a long time. And the frame's been put back together now. The divider is in and the glass is on top. I hope you can, I'll just hold it up a little bit. There's a bit of reflection in here today, and I think the glass actually needs a clean now that I've been handling it. So it's a quick and easy project to make. As I said, you can buy these frames pretty much anywhere. I'd love you to have a go at making this yourself. So that's it for this video. Leave a comment if you plan to have a go, or if you liked it, and subscribe if you could to my YouTube channel, or even just give the video a thumbs up. So I hope you like this project. This is part of the Halloween craft party weekend event, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye for now.